So, Pichan,
Damanchi, yes, it's back.
Danmachi is back, and we got two episodes to talk
And
about.
while it was, still in the middle of this huge battle.
Yep,
God damn.
they really, you know, pulled one over on us. That studio did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Definitely make us go fonder. But yes. So we were left up with Rabbit fighting the big guy, and basically things not going well for their side of, you know, of the team of things. Um, so
so yeah, I do like the that
yeah,
they were, it was like still part of the within the plan, right? Like I think like even Lily was like, yeah, we just gotta hold out long enough for whatever to happen, right? Because they were waiting for reinforcements, and lucky for our side, we had that prophecy that we're like, okay, this prophecy is gonna
yeah,
definitely include Ryu, you know.
hmm yeah, the win. Yes, so we were, yeah, that's finally happened. So basically, this episode we've got, back into the fight, but the tables turn, and how they got turned is because first, right, that very powerful dude with his like curse sword was really, really like, mounting or just destroying um like areas of reinforcements, you can say, like, and
Yeah,
and as you said, but Lily's, yeah, it's her name is Lily, right?
yeah,
Plan was get him tired, or at least everyone like kind of sacrificing themselves. So when the final fighter could actually win, because as she said it, if she would have, done it fully 101, she would have been able to take him on.
yeah,
And I like how Cassandra
yep,
didn't didn't sacrifice, or just kind of obey the dudes, although the girl was like, oh, do as don't do as he says, do as I say. I don't know, it seems like Cassandra at the end of the day, she believes the prophecy, and I like that at that moment she felt the wind,
yep,
like, and knew that this was her, yeah,
yeah,
prophecy. It was awesome. Like, I really liked this episode because the fact that Rio was the one that turned the tables, and yeah, and I mean, and we even got a confession. Whoa, whoa, whoa! But
yeah.
yeah,
I
that
do
was
before
amazing.
before that, right? Like, in still within episode 12, the fact
Yeah.
that she was able to use her old family's like magic.
Oh my God, that was great because that's what she went to do downstairs, like in the dungeon, right, where they died. She kind of went to like ask for permission, or like to learn that. I'm not really sure, but I remember that she did go down there, and it seems like that's where, or she became strong enough to use, mentally strong enough, to use it and stuff. Wow, that was gorgeous. I have to tell you that when she did it, that incantation spell, I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that
like,
the
like,
animation for that was like so good. I
and I like that the guy that she was fighting with, there was like this past, right? Like, there was this like history with the familia that she was with, and and specifically with the one that she inherited the spell from. Like, I thought that was a nice little way to try to put a full circle on in things, you
y-
know.
yeah, like it definitely tied the story a bit better, right? 'Cause at
Yeah.
this point, the only real like person that like
He
really,
doesn't leave that familia so in the unknown and so like, like nobodies, like
yeah, like they're
like it
still,
really gives them like a place or like a sense of the place that they had in the community, you can say,
yeah,
at least to me, it gave me like a very like um, better idea.
like the family's still like alive, you know, like it's kind of like one of those things. Like I know,
Oh, how they will remember how they were, respected or admired, like
yeah,
yeah, like their place in the community. I thought that was like very neat to
yeah,
to
very
do,
very cool.
Yeah.
And I guess like the last little bit of the this one that's really interesting is even though they were like going on the attack,
Mhm.
after Rio took out the other guy,
Mhm. Mhm.
Hayden attacked his own teammates,
Oh
which
yes, yes. Which we kind of know. I wasn't surprised really because he's been like that with Belle from the beginning, like doing things that go against the orders of the lady, of the goddess,
Freya, yeah,
because yeah, because you know, if it because
it's like his twisted way of love.
what's it called? It's to achieve him, to obtain him, and to him that's ridiculous,
Yeah,
going like even just the thought of like him being with her, it's like so yeah, so the fact that it's to obtain him, he wants to stop that from happening, and it's I mean, I honestly good. I mean, he's the only one that truly cares for her in a way, or truly cares for what she is and what she does with that,
yeah, like
and
her status.
yes, exactly, like I'm not one to like be classism, like, but when the guy doesn't really, go after you, or it's not, you need to know your worth too, like you said,
Yeah,
you need to not,
yeah, and he feels like she is not really putting her full uh worth in, right? That
oh,
by trying to chase Belle like this. So
but you know what? I do like that Belle does refer to saving her or having the responsibility of saving her because of that same reason. So,
yeah, um,
so mhm.
I guess we'll get into Belle a little bit because he is the reason why like we're not even surprised because he even says so. Like this guy at some point is probably gonna have his own like hidden agenda, and we didn't know like which way it was gonna go. But Bell
Mhm.
was always like in the know that like this doesn't really fit with his character of like leading the army to victory to get him right.
Mhm.
So so I like that, and also I do like in the 12th episode when he was fighting like Otori, right, like the big guy, the
Mhm.
king or whatever of the family now. There
Mhm.
was a point where he was like, yeah, he just like damn, I've never felt this helpless in a long time.
Right. Yes.
But like obviously we talk about how his own promises and like the fact that he must he feels like he needs to do this for
Mhm.
Seer is like really the only thing that's still keeping him going,
Right.
and that's why he keeps getting back up, but he like the his body language is just like on the verge of like giving
Oh
up.
yeah, he's right.
He's
He's
wrecked.
yeah, he's done mentally,
Yeah,
especially.
yeah,
Because Rick came and heal him, and you can tell that, that his mental state is exhausted,
yeah,
like poor thing. But that confession did light things up. I love how red he got and things
yeah.
like that. So,
I love
so really,
how
Yeah.
I just love that she just kind of like, yeah, this is what I love about you, right?
Mhm.
And he just kind of like, wait a second, you mean like? Then there's just like instantly click to him, like, yeah, okay. So he just like risking
Now
up,
he's catching on to things such much quicker.
yeah. Yeah, definitely good on him. He knew the. I mean, it's because like obviously like it just made so much more sense as to why she was behaving differently, right? I think also, so like it's just like,
Mhm.
oh, everything just like clicked all at once. Um,
Mhm.
Big
Oh,
surprise.
I definitely love Freya's expression when Ryu shows up.
Yeah.
Honestly, I loved all her expressions throughout this episode.
Oh,
Like
there's.
from the start when she threw the
Yep.
fit, you can say that she said, "Okay, let's just wrap it up. Let's just get this over with."
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
go and fetch me her. Like go and like she was like get this over with. Like whatever methods you must use.
Yeah.
And then when she saw Ryu showing up, like
Yep.
it was a matter of time of you coming, of you
Yeah.
showing up and taking part. And I love Rio how she's like, I need to kick her butt, like
Yep.
I need to like
Smack her a
yell
bit.
at her and yeah, and tell her how stupid she's being, like yeah. I love that, love it all. Oh, I love the kitties too.
Oh yeah,
I
they came
love
back.
and I love how like um the other familias also like did their part behind the scenes in a way, like the Loki familiar
Yes.
with like dragging Anya and make her realize the truth about
Seer.
Seer and
Also, Mamma
and
Mia.
Freya
You-
Mamma Mia, yeah,
oh,
with Mamma Mia too,
which we find
according
out.
to Mamma Mia.
Yeah, we finally find out she's the former like captain of the Freya family.
Mm-hmm.
So
Toughy.
yeah, it's definitely.
That's tough. Hmm.
It's definitely looking like a fairer fight now with Ryu,
Yes.
Vale, and Mamma Mia now, because even like Ryu was like, yeah, us two, we're still probably not gonna be any match for him. Yeah,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
which
Exactly. Like, and then Mamma Mia shows up. She's able to kill him, and now they're
they're getting
back up.
their
Yeah,
back up.
back up on you know
Yeah, and
on really 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 trying to win this fight.
yeah, I definitely do think the some highlights right from like the other supporting characters, Lily actually
Hmm.
joining the fight to provide like the smoke
Hmm.
screen and being able to
Oh yes,
disorientate the four people right that were like working
yes,
together. She did amazing, and
you
um
did.
the fox girl Harume, I believe, right? She finally like decided to
Oh my god, yes, her when she was doing the boost,
yeah,
and then she yes, dude, and then she just like kind of declaring her new persona or character, identity.
yeah, and
Like, I might have because she used to be in from the brothel or whatever,
yeah, the Ashtar
but now,
family
yeah, exactly. So now she's you know
with the Kranos
with
now.
this familia. So, oh,
Yeah, the
so great.
first, yeah, yeah. I like that it wasn't even the just that, right, but also the fact that she finally decided, like I'm through hiding what I can do,
Mhm.
and she's now taking the risk of like people coming after her and her family too by like showing that she can do level boosting, which is probably gonna
Right.
be really essential for her to come where Bella is right now.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
but no, yeah, Danmachi just came back swinging. I absolutely love like these two episodes.
Oh yes, me too. Me too. Me too.
Yeah,
It seems like by the next episode, we're the fight will be over. You know,
yeah. I mean, we got like two
and
more, so like it won't be back for long, sadly. But um,
yeah, I'm sure it would take the other two episode, the next episode,
yeah,
but I'm sure the last episode would be about him just kind of speaking with Freya.
yeah.
Like
They
wrapping it up.
yeah,
Like the doing giving her the closure that he should have thought of doing you know, from the get go.
yeah. I agree. We definitely need the. She needs the closure. We need to see it come forth, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm.
just excited to be talking that much again.
Yep. Yes. Just sex is gonna be a short one, because
Yeah,
it's two episodes and then two more, and that's it.
yeah.
but
Short and
that the
sweet.
story's not over yet.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Look out
there's
for
still
more
a
than
lot of
Machi.
yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. I think that wraps up the two episode. Unless you have.
Yep, that's it. Sakamoto Days, episode 4 and 5. So, how are you feeling about Mr. Boyle?
He just seems like a hardcore dude that likes his job or has certain pride in it. Like he has certain pride in his job, and but I feel like he's a certain kind of character. He's like above average, and that's about it. It's not that memorable, but
Yeah,
he does, take his job seriously and likes it. So like I said, he has like, his pride
I mean
in it.
it's a good benchmark, right? Because we have somebody that was going with Sakamoto during
Mhm.
his assassination school days, right? And he didn't quit in those 5 years. So like they gave us like, oh, this could be a glimpse of what like you can see in the future with people that were in similar levels to Sakamoto, but just never gave up assassination. That's kind of like how you're supposed to take the character. But I do love how he's like so like as he says like
It
hard
didn't
boy.
really get that to me because I felt like Sakamoto left. Oh, I guess you're right. I guess you're right because he didn't see him as he was. He had it when he had like his that toy, well not toy, but his that weapon that he makes himself.
Yeah, which are cool.
It was different. Yeah, it was different back then. So yeah, it
Yeah, they were
evolved,
like they were
Um,
those were the beta test ones. I do
right.
like I was saying like his hard boiled act, and then on the flip side though he's kind of like always looking out for his girl partner, right? It's like don't spread your legs. It's very unladylike, you
Mhm.
know. So it's like small like humorous things here and there that are nice. Uh,
Mhm. Yeah.
I, I do like the what is it, the assassin that they catch, like he's before Hardboil is like, yeah, maybe I should give this up too, right? And like even the little girl was like putting a band-aid over him, and it's kind of like, damn, okay,
Very cute.
such
Yeah.
very like innocent type of thing. And
The fight between the girls was really badass too.
oh yeah, we should definitely talk
It was
about
so yeah, because she was so funny being just a drug cast. Well, the dude is just like tied up, like
yeah,
seeing his life being
she
depend on
yeah,
this,
yeah, she had to hit her every like
whatever
10
that is,
seconds.
whatever that is.
Yeah, I just found it funny that she was like drinking and drinking, and then like after like 2 minutes, she just like sobered up real quick,
Mhm.
and it was like, damn, okay, well, she was like in that one final blow that she did not land, right? She was like, "Damn, that's like menacing." She was ready. She was ready to kill her, and then of course it's like we have the pack about the family rules, right, where they're not allowed to kill. So I guess that kind of like sobered her up a bit.
Yep.
Okay, but
Love that. Love that little speech just right in between.
yeah,
Very
and
cute.
I love
But
how I love.
yeah, I like how like Sakamoto got skinny out of this.
Okay, so tell me about. I was about to ask you about that because when you obviously looked when he's out of shape, right? You could definitely tell his reflexes and everything else is slowing. But how'd you feel about his skinny form, as per se?
Oh yeah, I like that he takes on that form because obviously that makes him more attractive. So
Yep.
and I mean it's not gonna lie, when he's fighting fat, it's funny because they kind of do the wiggly for the fat, and how
Yeah.
it moves, like, and how it avoids or how it like helps or how it doesn't help,
Yep.
So it adds that kind of like comic relief in a way, but obviously the skinny version is the badass, like hardcore, like
Yeah. It's how
like
it's what Boyle was like. Yeah, that's the hardcore guy I know, right? Like the hard boiled guy I know. Which we come to find out that like with this skinny form, he's still like pretty menacing because he doesn't really break a sweat to like get rid of hard boil afterwards, right?
no, no. He just had to like get a little serious.
Yeah, he just had to get a little serious. I mean, like his glasses were gone,
Like, yeah.
and now it's just really funny that he as soon as he got like real skinny, I love how they just. I forgot how much of a fanboy Shin is of Sakamoto, right? And then this anime just
Mhm.
reminded me, like, oh yeah, he's like a complete fanboy because he saw the
Mhm.
form and he just started taking pictures everywhere.
Yeah, I saw.
So I love that comic relief, and you know, it's real interesting seeing how they're trying to like avoid the whole like, yeah, I have a bounty on my head, and then the wife finds out regardless because hard
I
boils
know.
dumbass.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, he did ask a fair question, like, like you need to like to solve this problem, you need to go to the root of it, not just fight them, because
we
they're just gonna keep. So.
no so little things of also we got another family rule which is like no secrets, right?
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, that was very nice seeing the little lecture with the woman.
yeah, and I love how he was the boiled guy was like, yo, your wife's pretty hard boiled too, like
Yeah,
like you could tell like there's like you have to she has to have a certain knack to keep Sakamoto in bay, right?
of
Like
course.
she can't just be like a she's no pushover. So
Mhm.
I like that about Aoi. I believe that's his wife's name. But
Mhm.
okay, you finally met the order. Tell me about the order. How do you like the
Oh,
order?
that was legit. I like some of the characters. Um, Obviously the one that we had met before that came into the store to warn him.
Nagumo?
He's
Yeah.
like he seems yeah. Nagumo seems like yeah, seems like a little top notch. And did not like the dude that just hit the chef just because he had onions. The bitch looked like
So that part was actually censored in the manga. He straight up just like knifes him in the head. So
yeah.
that's why when you see him like in the after he's like stabbing his hand, right, like in the anime,
Mhm.
he just doesn't move. That's because in the manga he doesn't stab him in the hand.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. So no, I mean it looked like a very unique group that you couldn't really know. They were not one of the same, and you don't know what to expect from
Yeah,
any of them, or especially together.
yeah. I mean,
So
you even you this is where we get told like actually like these are like the group that Sakamoto belonged to, and that there's like
Yeah. Hmm.
three more that didn't show up, and um, we find out at least like a little bit of like what how Sakamoto's bounty came into play, right?
Right, right.
Which very well like disguised, right? Having a movie play out like the info that you need, very like stealthy.
That was awesome. Actually, what a cool idea. I hope that I wish that was true, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty,
it
pretty
told them
legit.
where they needed to go basically. And my God, Nagumo's so funny because he's just like once they actually met him up right at the top of the building,
Hmm.
he just like instantly like blitzes like Shin, and everybody's like, oh, Shin died. He killed Shin, like, or at least Lou was like, he killed him, right? And he's like, I'm just playing with you guys, and it just kind of
Honestly, that dude is he. I love how in the anime how they beat him up like
yeah. I mean, he lets himself get beat up. Yeah,
both of them are just like going at him like
yeah.
like that.
Like,
Like you motherfucker, stop
y-
fucking joking. Like
yeah, especially after like we know that if he got serious, they'd be dead.
yeah.
But we okay. So last bit of Sakamoto's, right?
Hmm.
We get introduced to like the main antagonist, or like somewhat introduced,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah. I saw that like that. Yeah.
and we also learned
That
that
boss.
yeah, the X slash slur, which we
Yeah,
find
X. Yeah, yeah, X. I like how Nagamoto was the one who kind of pieced it together or told him to like, think about it that way in a way.
yeah. He also like let us know. Listen, if you're struggling with Boyle,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna have a hard time with the actual pros that come after you.
Mm-hmm.
Which we know that Sakamoto's bounty started going up as soon as like Slur started coming into the picture too. So that's
Yeah.
kind of interesting, and especially knowing that the orders after Slur because he's killing JAA agents or like a bunch of them, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
so, this Slur guy is very dangerous. So we do not want Sakamoto near him anytime
Oh
soon.
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I like how they took his suggestion or just like comment seriously, and they're like, we need to train.
Yes. Oh, speaking of training, Sakamoto's
Yeah.
food diet is part of his training, right? Because he just eats and then instantly gets fat again. Like,
Yeah, that's
so he's like
funny.
burning off the calories really quickly.
Hmm.
Props to him. Uh,
Yeah, we're gonna see how this training goes like
yeah,
next episode. Well, I'll probably get attacked by
yeah,
assassins. So,
yeah. But I think that's it for Sakamoto's, right? Yeah.
that is it.
ReZero, episode 59 or 9 for season 3.
Re Zero.
So,
So our hero takes us right back. But yeah, in a way.
um, I,
Um,
easing us into the action
I
with.
like I like that we don't start the episode where it ended in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we started with Patricia, right? That's her name.
Priscilla, yeah.
Priscilla, sorry, Priscilla. With Priscilla getting ready for what she's
Battle.
gonna do in battle. What she, her side, what her part of the battle, what she's, the part that she's gonna take on and do. And we're seeing what she, her plan is and how she's getting ready and she's taking the songstress, the
Yep.
singer.
Yeah.
Um,
The songstress, yep.
yeah, and she's going to fight off us.
Wrath.
Oh yeah, Wrath, the one with the bandages. Wow,
Yeah,
she is the craziest of them all.
yeah.
So
I mean, we know.
I mean, they're all really bad,
Yeah,
honestly. Now
yeah,
that we kind of saw them briefly, like all of them glued to that other dude,
yep,
the one that has Amelia, and then this, yeah, they're all bad. Yeah, they're all bad.
yeah. But yeah, Priscilla's love how we start off with her changing, right? Like that's
Right.
really how we start off the season. Great.
Hmm.
Um, the reason why she's picking the songstress is because we know in the previous season she's able to subdue the rat's ability, right?
Yeah,
Where
basically not be able to get hypnotized by it or help him get hypnotized. Like,
yeah, so good on
yeah,
her. And this is it's just so badass that she's so confident and feels and she seems really strong to be willing to
yeah,
take her on by essentially herself because the other one's not a fighter.
yeah, right. No, really though,
Yeah,
for
and
real. That's why it's like so legit to give her this kind of prime screen time.
yeah,
It's just like the first scene and her, getting ready for it, and yeah,
yeah, and we
we
go
know she's
back.
going to succeed. Probably not as easy as she thinks, but we know she will.
Yeah, I mean she has that one sword that we haven't seen her use, but we know that
Mm-hmm.
using that was like would have killed uh Reinhardt's dad. You know. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
which, speaking of Reinhardt, him and Subaru are having a decent time with Greed. You know,
Yes. Oh, that is him. Greed. That
yeah,
is that is
uh,
the same.
Regalius,
The one.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's very like,
Which makes sense because he has so many wives, so he's.
yeah, it is very daunting, right, with him because he is kind of like a sexist and he does view like women as
Oh yeah.
just tools and things
Right.
for
Right.
his
Right.
pleasure and whatnot, right? But
Mm-hmm.
he's not even he doesn't even flinch at the thought of like I can just kill them all. Um,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He didn't hesitate in making that his move. Like that's like using them as hostage.
yeah, and I love I love Emilia, and I love that she tried, but
Oh
eh,
yeah, she definitely did though. I mean, that little distraction got the red hair to what he needed to.
yeah, I mean, Reinhardt, oh,
Yeah, Reinhardt. Reinhardt is
he,
such a badass.
yeah, you wanna talk about how he died and came back just like Subaru?
Like, dude, like,
Like,
yeah. I guess nobody knew about that. I didn't know about that. Did you know
I
about that?
I might have seen it once when people were like comparing him to Gojo in the Twitter Spaces, right?
Okay.
But I don't remember uh actually like paying too close of attention because obviously I don't want to get spoiled. But I know,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
but I knew he was busted just because they're comparing him to like broken characters in other series.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I didn't know he was this busted though, where he has like a certain amount of times he can come back though.
Yeah.
I
No,
love,
I mean
yeah, I
that
do,
was legit. I mean, I knew he had a move under his sleeve to just
yeah,
go there like that, but damn, that was
I was not,
honestly that's even better than, oh, I don't know if it's better, but it's definitely just as good as um Subaru's.
I mean, it's better. Well, not even,
Yeah,
not
it
kind
is.
of. It's better
I
for
know, it's
like,
because Subaru's in a way is better because it goes back in time, and that gives it the advantage
yeah,
in a way.
yeah.
you
Like,
know
there's pros and cons to both. Like, I feel like his is like for him it's better because he is very battle centric.
Oh
Where
yeah,
where
for sure.
Subaru is more so like,
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it definitely each other has the one that goes with them.
yeah. I do love that Reinhardt, even though he's like this busted, he's like, yeah, there's certain things I can't do, and that's what I'm relying on you to do for me.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love how honest he is.
Yeah. By the way, he can't lift his sword up, so like,
Oh yeah, what was that about? Like, is that really like true though? Like the sword kind of just picks who's kind of worthy of, not
yeah,
worthy, but like the ones that they sense that they're dangerous,
yeah,
too
because
dangerous that it, yeah.
remember he was able to lift it with Wrath, so like Wrath is really dangerous. Um, I definitely
Oh, and yeah. Oh, Patricia's, Priscilla's taking her on.
yeah.
Damn.
So it kind of makes you wonder, man, this is really gonna is Priscilla really gonna be fine, right? Because
Right.
Reinhardt's own sword that's like tests people is like saying, yeah, Wrath was worth it, but Greed was not. Which
Right.
we need to find out what Greed's ability is. Like I've always said, maybe it's like a
I
reflection.
know, right? Like, I don't, yeah, I can't really tell what Greek's like ability really is.
It. I
But the
mean,
fight's still going. Like, damn, they still, I don't know. I feel like they still haven't gotten rid of him.
yeah, because he does like seem to like at least we know for a fact that Subaru was able to hit him with his invisible hands. I think that's like the only time we've seen him actually get injured.
Hmm.
So there definitely has to be some sort of like connection that we are missing uh, for us to know how to take care of him. But that's
Hmm.
the fight I'm interested in seeing. Probably well, that one in Priscilla's I think is like the most interesting
Yeah,
for
I'm
me.
interested. I'm really interested. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Other fight. I mean, all the fights are really interesting because we do find out the old guy and Garfield are trying to go against Lust, right?
Oh my God. The fact that it is his wife and we got to see her,
Yeah,
it was so
heartbreaking.
beautiful and heartbreaking. Yeah. It was, yeah.
And it's almost kind of like even more so heartbreaking because he was telling Garfield to like steal himself, right, to make sure that things go smoothly, and
Hmm.
and he did warn him, listen, we are gonna go up against my wife.
Yep.
So it's almost like he was trying to like steal himself his resolve, right, to be able to take out his wife.
Yep.
So
Definitely. It's like telling himself, you know.
well, telling Garfield,
Yeah.
like we're not gonna have it easy either. Uh,
Hmm.
and I still love that we're still having Garfield have this like conflict with
I
himself, right?
know with the other bitch. What was her?
I forget her name.
It was the other. It was another sin that already died.
No, it was
The
the
only of the sins that has died, right? Like she's the only one that
no.
has
She
like
wasn't a
like.
sin. She was just
Oh, she wasn't.
nope.
She was just like what a servant of them or something. Like just
She was hired by Roswell,
oh
but
damn.
yeah, he's still having that internal struggle where he's like, damn, I'm only good for fighting, but he still feels weak, right? And I think that's really gonna be the once he gets through that, he's gonna be able to like be able to take on Lust because we know Lust is not necessarily there.
Mm-hmm.
She is where Krush and Felix are.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was masquerading as Anais, right? The other one, the other candidate for like leadership, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was her the entire time.
Damn, dude. The fact that she fucking went into that lady's room. Ah, this bitch.
Yeah,
She knows her moves. She knows the moves she needs to make at the right time. You can really kind of say too.
yeah. Um,
Yeah,
Damn. I guess
yeah.
we have like
Lust is dangerous.
yeah.
Like it's one.
I mean, she got the dragon blood that she can just like implant on people. So
Mm-hmm.
we gotta watch out for that, and she can morph into anybody. So no,
Mm-hmm.
she and
Yeah, no.
we learn she can like mimic everything, voice, even like
Yeah, she can
habits.
take forms of
Yeah,
people,
Y- uh,
as
uh,
we see to
uh,
get it there. Oh.
yeah, so dangerous. All right, we got like two more things I want to talk about. Like Otto, my boy,
Ah, my boy. Man, he doesn't have it easy either.
him and
He's
Julius,
just
apparently, because we are in a bit of like I don't know
the
what's happening.
gluttony.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Mm-hmm.
happening. Is I guess gluttony can I feel so. Here's my thing for gluttony, right? I feel like the hunger spreads
Mm-hmm.
because we know that the whale was also like getting rid of people, and gluttony gets rid of like memories of people too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like gluttony just infects other people, if that makes sense, and
Okay.
it passes on that ability as well. So like that's my theory on like gluttony. Maybe it was like a twin thing where they both got the ability because of that, and it's
Mm-hmm.
spreading around. But I'm glad Odo has a backup plan because we really we really got to get my boy out of there.
Yeah. Oh, he needs to come the other side already. My Otto. He's been passing that dark path or tunnel for
Yep.
for a while now. But yeah, I'm just glad that he's he's stuck to it. Like he's seeing it through.
Yeah.
Whatever part or whatever way that he can help, or
Yeah. I
doing his
mean,
part. You would think that he would, run off, be a coward, but
no, I like that
glad
he
our boy is, it's one of those peoples that are the strongest because they they have fear and yet they stay,
yeah,
like
for sure.
the
He's
people that do it, regardless of the fear they feel. That's what strength is. So
exactly love
mm,
Oto, best side character in
yeah, it's
ReZero.
nice to have that kind of like underdog, right?
Yeah.
Like dude,
We
and
yeah. And I guess the last thing I just want to touch on is the
hmm
Greed's wives and how like they're just so terrified of him, right? That they don't even move. Like they know that they have like his fear is implanted so deep in them that
hmm
they rather just accept death than betray him.
yes, definitely was sad to hear and watch, right?
Yeah,
That part, yeah. Like goddamn.
yeah. Like we needed more reasons to hate this guy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but no, yeah, that's it on ReZero. I think we covered everything. Orp
Or
movements of the Earth, episode 20. So quite a hefty episode we have.
yes, what a episode. So things are coming into place, and our friend Adam himself into this, I don't know, case, or back to this trying to find the heroics really really speeds them up to know their next move, right? Like they really found the barn,
Yeah.
and the barn where none other than the leader is,
Yep.
right? But luckily they are just one, maybe even half a step ahead, right? With the
Yeah.
fact that they were getting ready to leave that barn. to start the printing process. And it seems like it might not take them long once they really, get it printing. How the prints and distributing and all of it. It
Yeah,
seems like the real hassle or you know um, complicated part. It's them getting there.
yeah, pretty
So,
much. And
so
I
yeah.
just
Hmm.
I just like that this was kind of like this is like Jolenta's farewell, right? It's pretty much like since the beginning of the episode. It's just been given hints that this is like where she decided this is where I'll stay my ground, right? And I do like the conversation she has
It's
with,
kind of like her vendetta. Vendetta. You know what? Like a vendetta.
yeah,
Like when like yeah, when an aspect of society or like a belief or an ideology of society does something to you and you just become an activist against it, like specifically that one. Yeah,
yeah,
she did that. Like it became one of those rebel groups. So.
yeah, yeah. I do like I was like I was gonna talk about how her talk with Kafka just like really opened up how she really felt, right? Like how she's met this end and she's entrusting her with the future, right? Which is kind of
Hmm.
like she said like everything like past her history or past the history, right, that they've gone through is gonna be the one that
Hmm.
like guides her into the next move. And eventually like she figured like Draka was gonna be the one to carry the reins because she did that, right?
Yeah, because she was the young one. Yeah, and it
And
kind of just back to what it was told to that other dude, the big guy, when the guy was dying, and he's like happy, not happy about dying, but saying that he at least had someone to pass it on, and that was his purpose in life.
yep,
Like that was probably what he was meant to do, and he had to live on and you know continue this or something.
yeah, like they had to carry what they inherited. They had to like carry it forward.
They had the responsibility. Oh, yeah, it was the responsibility to carry. Yeah,
Yeah,
carry
but
it forward.
Jolenta did make it seem like you don't have to do it. But she figured like with everything that's happened, you're not gonna be able to deny that this is gonna be of importance for you to take on.
Mm-hmm.
Which also I to get away from like not to get away from her, but also like she was pretty much steering herself to meet her father again, right? Because she figured this is gonna happen again. This is gonna happen at some point,
Mm-hmm.
and everything.
Yeah, I mean, she when she was explaining about history and and how her father was an you know
Inquisitor,
executioner.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. At that moment, and and then I also felt like it went back to that kind of talk that she said about Saturn and going back to the same place, like making
yes,
a full circle,
yeah,
but things being different, like people carry the history that they perceive or they create, collectively in a way, like
yeah,
at the end of the day, the history that stays, it's the one that is done collectively, right? Like
yeah.
like
And also the
or
one
what
that
transpires collectively along the way, you
yeah,
know?
like I think she said something along the lines of like history is what influences the future or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
her meeting with her father did not last long.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I definitely suspicion that they might not even see each other. But then I thought, oh man, now they're not going to be able to nod.
Yeah,
But then there was still a way that they didn't, you know,
Yeah. It was. I think
because
they cut
they
eyes for
both
like a
did.
split second,
Oh
and
yeah, they definitely caught each other's like silhouette per se, you know.
yeah, and
But you can never be sure of it. But the hand, though,
yeah,
the hand. If he, which he is, you know, observant, he will notice.
yeah.
You know.
I love that he carried the gloves with them,
Me too.
and it just goes
And I
back.
love kind of how he goes and says that he's there to avenge her.
Yeah, and it's
The
her.
irony of it, yeah, just the irony of it,
Yeah. Um,
yeah.
I just gotta say, when he held the hand, I just instantly remember like the flashback and how she told him, "I'll grow into them," and I'm
Hmm.
just like,
I
what
know.
if he tries to put the glove on now? Right? Like, is she gonna? Is her hand gonna be enough to fill the gloves now? Right?
Yeah,
But
yeah, that was
us,
something.
yeah,
That was something.
yeah.
I'm sure he'll figure it out, but that'll just puzzle him more, you know, because
I think that's
yeah,
that. It would confuse him so much, right?
because he kind of did say that already, right?
Yeah,
Like I think that something in the end, like they said, "Not what now?" You know,
yeah,
and then he's like, "I don't even know what just happened," kind of thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like like obviously he knows what just happened, but the fact that he kind of seems to have recognized his daughter, and like we said, he went there to avenge her, and he literally went and helped her light herself on fire. It's just,
yeah.
yeah,
So ironic.
yeah,
But
just. But I mean, she's so smart, right? Because
yeah,
like obviously we are explained why she did this and how that you know um, obviously kills all paper trail, any trail that gets back to them, or
yeah. Give
clue that might give them to trail them,
yeah,
right? And then also we know that they love torture them to make them talk, right?
yeah,
And we know that even though they don't might not talk, they might get some information just by the expressions that they do,
yeah,
the questions that they ask, the reactions that they get, right? Like as we've seen, like, you know, they've gotten very good at not spilling the beans, but they're still able to always get something from it, like so.
yeah. I definitely.
So the fact that she didn't even got taken, and I thought that it was a very, one over move. Like
Yeah, like
got them one
yeah, because
over. Yeah,
it's gonna
got
make
them
it
ahead.
see yeah, it's gonna make it seem like the Liberation Front is taking a big hit, but then it's kind of like a smoke screen, right? Like they're
Mhm.
using her death
Mhm.
to be able to carry out what they need to moving forward.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Which we know Smith. Just want to talk a little bit about Smith, who
Oh yeah, that dude is something.
yeah, who does not like man-made things, right? Knows like swords, the stuff, right? But he's like, yeah,
Yeah,
I have to use it, right?
crazy.
And I like how
I have
Draka,
to use it to stop it.
yeah,
I like the irony of it.
yeah, and Draka is kind of like, well, there's a thing, right, where like it may not be in nature, but like sometimes nature can't finish it, and that's where like technology comes
Mhm.
in to be able
Right,
to,
and she's right.
yeah. So she
And
very
she's
good talk
right.
with her with between them, and also with the other guy who's like questioning why people are born.
Mhm.
Really interesting talk that I really should go watch. So because it's something you really gotta think about and digest for yourself. uh,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
but uh, yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next because obviously they get stopped at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot wait to see this book. like
Yeah. Oh,
getting published, and just what it's going to do to people, or how people are going to react to it,
yeah.
and how they're going to react towards the church, because
Yeah,
yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
very excited about that.
Me too, but I think that's it on Orb, right? You got anything
Mm-hmm.
else?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's it on Orb. Guys on YouTube, we stream these discussions on Twitch if you want to catch them early. Follow the Twitch in the description. If you like our videos, our talks, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share around, and see you guys next time. Bye.